Melani. I have talked with you both now twice. This is my third time talking with you, finally in person. I'm so happy to be here on set. Honestly, I just want the two of you to talk about where you are in filming today. Put a timestamp on where we are in filming today. Melani, I'll begin with you. What have you kind of filmed already, and what have you guys been filming today?
So today we're towards the end of Rapture. So we have the characters have reunited in the story just recently, and this is their sort of rekindling and seeing if it's going to work, if it's going to be possible. So today we had a breakfast scene with a character called Rebecca, who was wonderful, an actor who acted for the first time today, and we're heading upstairs soon to do a
big scene.
Yeah, they literally were just. I've been watching it all day. They've been rehearsing. Giulio, what have you guys been like?
I agree with her. We're just having this moment of reunion, body and soul. Actually, at least soul, body, maybe later. But it's a crucial moment of the story because we're actually starting to get together again, and it's very interesting for us to paint with Tosca this all these shades and all these aspects of our relationship through all these very different scenes that are kind of similar somehow to each other, but each one of them has a reason to be there. So it's like a drop that it's falling. Makes sense what I'm saying?
No, I'm hearing you.
So yeah, it's very important, and it's good to be here today. To change location, it's nice. I think it's always good and fresh to you.
I know we're in a fresh place. Yeah, we're in it. I mean, because you guys have filmed in Syracuse and New York. You've been to Italy. Now this is your first time filming in Atlanta. So what was like the reunion like? Just coming back and like filming. First of all, just seeing each other after COVID, seeing each other via Zoom, coming back and meeting in Italy. What was the reunion like between all three of you?
I wasn't happy in the very beginning.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
you had to take a long time to warm back up to each other.
He's lying.
I'm very happy.
It was really lovely to see everyone again.
Yeah, we have a very close.
Trinity is back.
We have a close bond with everybody. It's like a sort of a big family now, and it's been a crazy journey with the COVID, but we're happy to be back and to work together.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been having such a great time watching you guys just rehearse and film today. So when you started filming in Italy, just talk about what it was like to just begin filming again with COVID. Giulio, I'll start with you since it's your home country.
It was interesting. It was very weird to see Florence completely empty, but it was very surreal experience. I mean, you had a great time because you had some time by yourself right before you started filming. What was that like?
Well, for me, I was pretty trepidatious coming over from Australia because we had such little amounts of COVID there. In the state I was in, there was pretty much almost 6 months of no COVID. So then leaving, that was quite scary. But then getting to Italy was amazing. Seeing all these places like the Duomo and all over Florence with no tourists. Was just magic, and we filmed in the Uffizi Gallery with no one there. Like there was
beautiful locations that normally you're not allowed to see it, and especially like that, so fully empty and full at your disposal, basically.
It was really magic. There was this moment where I was in the room with the Rite of Spring, the Botticelli, by myself.
The original one.
And I'm just standing there going, this will never happen again. I can't believe this is actually my life right now. It's so incredible. So there was a lot of once-in-a-lifetime experiences that was sort of the silver lining to the COVID situation.
It's nice to have little blessings like that, having those beautiful moments that you're never going to have again. I think you posted on your Instagram, too. It seemed like you guys had like the best time filming over there. Yeah, and it seems like you're having the best time here as well. Obviously, Julia and Gabriel's relationship is really tested, even more so in this one. The university finds out, and when I was rereading the book on the way down here, both characters end up going into these dark places. Gabriel is a very dark character to begin with, but he kind of gets back there and he loses Giulia. So I'm kind of just wondering, do you both approach the character the same way, or is it different knowing that there's this darkness that happens for both the characters in the story? Giulia, I'll begin with you.
Well, there's a phrase that really gives the sense of what girls think about it. And it's like I'm very attracted to her luminosity. She's like this beautiful light and sun that she always brings wherever she goes. I don't know what the question is, but I can say that it's been a crazy journey for me, and it's always very interesting to work with Melani because we have the same way to work with characters, and so we get along really well, especially when it comes to preparation. And so, what was the question?
Honestly, when you're coming back and just like, I mean, you know, Gabriel's always had this dark presence, but like the fact that they have to go through this turmoil of the breakup that we see in Rapture. Was it just like hard, like talk about some of those scenes and him being like, have you filmed any of those scenes yet where him just being walking around Italy being upset?
Some of them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And for you, like for playing Giulia again, like, is it a different approach now that you're stepping back into the role? I mean, we as the audience have already seen 6 hours of these characters. You guys have been playing them for hours on set, but as the audience, we see them for 6 hours. When you guys are coming back, is it a different approach, or do you just feel like you just pick up right where you leave off?
Well, I think it's interesting with Rapture because there is such a huge arc of, I think, growing into a woman for Giulia that happens.
Her confidence.
That happens with the separation, that she realizes that as much as she loves this person, it's a very powerful personality, and she wants to be able to be an equal and make her own choices.
Yeah, the things that I've done, I force her to go through that kind of, right?
Absolutely. It's interesting. I was thinking about what a similar arc in terms of sort of child to woman in a sort of Juliet way that Giulia does over Rapture. And I think it's sort of in some ways the most exciting, like plot-wise, so much happens. It's sort of it's
more complex than
sort of like the Empire Strikes Back.
That's what I'm saying. There's literally so many different scenes that happens over Rapture.
And there are very different periods, like we have winter, exactly, seasons and places.
Yeah, well,
Italy,
it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be an amazing movie. I'm super happy and excited to see it because it's very different, very complex, more complex probably than the first one.
Yeah.
When it comes to scenarios and dynamics, through you know. We get together and then we split, then we get together again.
Yeah. And character growth for both of them in their own way.
Yeah, I'm just so excited to see what you do with Giulia because as I'm reading the book, I'm like, I can't wait to see Melani like give him the business.
You can be assured that the business gets given.
Oh my god, awesome. Okay, and Giulio, important question.
Yeah.
How many times do you say angel fucker in this one?
Not much. Not as much as I wanted to say. But I'm saying fucking Paul.
Oh, that's right. It's fucking Paul this time. Yeah. I love that. Okay, so I know that you guys already filmed a little bit of the wedding scene. Can you talk a little bit about that and what that experience was like? That was
something really interesting.
Okay.
That was amazing. We can't give anything away, but where we shot was so beautiful, and I really think it's going to be everything everyone who loves the book is looking for.
It's literally what's in the book.
It's so incredible. Like one of those moments where I was like, wow, this is epic. This is happening.
And also we had to shoot it in 2 different kind of ways. So because of COVID, so we had to go. Part was here, a part was there.
It was also freezing.
So
it was so cold.
But listen, nothing compares to me being in the pool.
Oh yeah,
being in the pool.
No. Oh, because the orchard was also freezing, right?
Oh, our first.
We're
haunted by the cold in this series.
Well, now that you're in Atlanta,
I know
it's going to be hot.
Up.
And also, so what are you guys? I think you're going to Belize as well. What are Can you talk about? I mean, you're going to have some more to talk about.
I can't wait to go there.
Yes,
very excited.
Swim.
What
are you? So we have about a week and a day left of filming. So what exactly?
Not anymore.
Maybe So what exactly is kind of left to film in Belize then?
Lots of sexy stuff.
Lots of sexy stuff. So when you guys do for
I'm not eating it.
So you're not gonna
I'm trying to be as lean as I can. Like every time that I go to the caring, Tosca's like bring me some salad.
Yes.
And, you know,
we have and we have to say
healthy fruit.
A very important fact that I found out on set today is who provided your lunch on set today.
Tosca
provides our
breakfast.
And breakfast. She's incredible.
It's amazing.
I'm like. she's like our mom.
Yeah, she's our film mom and our director.
Exactly. She's like, Giulio, you cannot eat that. You're gonna eat this thing. It's a green thing that doesn't taste like anything.
That's not true. The salads are very good.
It's true, but I'm Italian, so the salad is like, we don't really eat vegetables that much, you know.
Well, hopefully she'll keep continuing to make you guys some breakfast and lunch in Belize as well.
Yeah. But like you, seriously, because after COVID, I think each one of us has been a little bit more rounder.
100%. Yeah. Well, last few questions for you. After Redemption and all has come out, the audiences will have seen these characters on screen for 18 hours. That's 18 hours of you guys having this insane character development where most actors really only get 2 to 3. What's the benefit of
us hating each other?
That is not where I was going with that.
As I said, we have an incredible chemistry, an incredible connection. That's something really rare for 2 actors.
Yeah.
And I think I found a friend for life. Absolutely.
I wonder, can you guys do another movie and just play totally different characters?
I would love to.
That would be so much fun. We would play enemies.
We've talked about it.
We would love to have a big fight.
Oh my god. A big fight.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for chatting with me today. I cannot wait for fans to see this movie. I know as fans, I've read the books, fans have read the books. What's something that I guess fans can look forward to that's maybe a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of tidbit that they may not see coming?
Well, that's a tricky thing to answer.
I don't want to be too spoilery, but is there anything that, something that fans can be excited to expect from?
I just think the Italy portion is going to look so gorgeous.
So
it's
good.
The locations were just so beautiful. I'm excited to see them.
You're excited to see them. What do you think, Giulio?
Well, I think Italy is going to... many different things, from a visual point of view to actually a storytelling point of view. It's going to be a different movie than the first one. It's going to be a much more complex movie, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it.
When does Redemption start filming?
I think as soon as we can.
Yeah.
We both have some stuff to do. Tosca too. She's directing a lot of other stuff.
She is.
So I think probably after.
Whenever I can.
Whenever I'm not allowed to say
I'm just happy to see you guys together here on set rehearsing. Everything has been so much fun, honestly, just watching the both of you today. I can't wait for Passionflix fans and fans to see the movie. Thank you both so much for your time. Tosca, so nice to finally meet you in person.
I know, this is amazing.
I think, is this the 4th time I'm talking to you now?
Something like that.
I think because I talked with you for parts 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
So now we are on set for Rapture.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
My headphones are on.
We're running around all over Gabriel's house today here in Atlanta that we're using for his Boston home. So just give us a timestamp of where you are in filming, what you guys have been filming today, and where we are here in Atlanta right now.
Well, we are filming Gabriel's house for the first time. So it's Gabriel's house in Cambridge, which was quite a feat to find because it has to be a grey-blue Regency home close to other homes with a white picket fence. Which, by the way, is actually quite hard to find.
Yes.
But we finally found it, so I'm very excited about that. And then but where we are in the story after a year and a half of filming is, and a nice COVID break, is we're finally at the point where Julia and Gabriel are reconciling. They're meeting again after their 3-month separation, and they're being very tentative in their relationship, and he's nervous about her running away, and she is angry at him and wants answers and hurt. And so we're sort of navigating that right now.
So I just spoke with Giulio and Melani, and they were actually in their costumes.
Yes.
Can you talk about the costumes they were wearing, what film or what scene that was going to be in the film?
Yes. Well, so when Julia comes to Gabriel's house for the first time, she's wearing a black dress with black flat shoes, and which is a very surprising sort of color scheme for Julia. It's not her normal thing.
Yes.
And Gabriel the next day has left a yellow sundress for her hanging in the bathroom, and so she was wearing the yellow sundress that he left for her, and I was like, nice choice.
And it was absolutely stunning.
It was gorgeous.
So I know when we talked in the past, you did film part of Rapture because of COVID. You had to shut down. you actually you went back to Italy this year, back in March, by yourself to kind of scout. Talk about that process and what it was like filming there after you've already filmed part of the film. Now you're back during COVID times.
Yeah, it was incredibly bizarre to be in Italy during COVID. Firstly, it's completely shut down, so there's no one on the streets. It was seeing Florence with nobody on the street. It was like being on a backlot.
Yes.
It was incredible, and it was both humbling and a privilege and very sad. Well, it gets all three of those things, because I was so privileged to be in these incredible locations, standing in front of the birth of Venus. I mean, alone in a room, it's incredible. And at the same time, no one else was allowed to see it. So it was heartbreaking and beautiful. That's really the entire experience. And the crew were amazing. Seeing Melani and Giulio again was really fantastic.
Yes.
The funny thing is, so Melani came from Italy, and she had to quarantine.
She came from Australia and had to quarantine in Italy.
She came from Australia and she had to quarantine in Italy.
Yes.
But we could fly COVID-free flights. So we flew in the same day, and we all stayed in the same apartment building so that we could sort of bubble together.
Yes.
And so she comes into the apartment, and she's staying across the hall, and we're not allowed to see her for 14 days. She was behind a door, and we didn't see her, never saw her, she never came out. And then on 14th day she came, like, coming out. Like, what is this world? It was pretty funny.
I love it. Well, the first film was obviously shot in Syracuse.
Yes.
Here we are now in hot Atlanta.
Yeah.
What has the experience been like filming in Atlanta? You've been filming here for a couple weeks now. Tell us about that.
Yeah. I love it. The people are wonderful here in Atlanta. The crew's fantastic. It also feels a little bit at peace. We've gone through such a tumultuous year, and now we're finally back and we're all together again, and just being with Melani and Giulio again, making Rapture. We're just very at peace together, and we're a really great trio. And so I think, just being in Atlanta, really wonderful, great group of people. Phenomenal team. Of course, I still have Dennis, my DP, who travels with me everywhere.
Yes, who's lovely, by the way.
But overall, just really an incredibly pleasant experience to be here.
And you have done things where, like, you've been making films for a long time now. You have done things where you've had to kind of finagle things to where you've had to make sets look similar in past movies. Here we're in Atlanta. Was there a challenge for you? Were you nervous about kind of trying to recreate Giulia and Gabriel and like what we have seen in the first film here in Atlanta?
No, because we actually were pretty strategic about it.
Yeah.
We filmed out all of the locations in Syracuse before the shutdown. So anything that was on the stage, any of Gabriel's apartment, any of that sort of stuff, all the Clark House, all of that stuff
there,
was all filmed in Syracuse beforehand.
Okay.
So all of those sets were done.
Okay.
And then we went to Italy and we had all the Italian sets.
Yes.
And then we're here and we really planned it so that the Massachusetts portion would be in a different place anyway.
Got it.
And so it
ended up working out.
Yeah.
I love being here on set. I love how you are calling the actors by their character names.
Always.
Honestly, is that a personal choice? Do you do that on all of your films? Or is it something where you just kind of get tongue-tied and saying Gabriel, Giulio, or Melani, Giulia? Like, it's kind of hard to differentiate. But I was just wondering, for a filmmaker, like, is that like a personal thing that you just like to do?
I always call my actors by their character name.
I love it.
Yeah. Because when they're with me in this space, that's who they are.
Yeah.
They are Gabriel and Giulia. That's how Gabriel, you're going to walk here, Giulia's going to enter these, and this is who, I'm not Melani's going to walk there and Gabriel and Giulio's going to enter. It's not that. When I'm calling them or talking to them at lunch, then it's Melani and Giulio, but otherwise it's Gabriel and Giulia.
Okay, so a couple last few questions about Belize. Can you tell me how excited are you to go there? Have you been there before? No. What can you expect for like film there? Like, I have no, like, I'm so excited to see what those scenes look like.
So am I. Gonna be honest, so am I. Listen, I just know there's some mangoes involved, and it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
sexy
great.
times in a bit.
So actually, I didn't get a chance. Yes, exactly, and I didn't get a chance to speak with Giulio and Melani about this. But like, I know that a lot of the intimate scenes have already been filmed specifically. But I know in the last film, I think a lot of the times you had to wait off until later part of filming to do those, or do you do the intimate scenes throughout, and then that's just the closed set?
So no, I don't like to shoot intimate scenes right at the beginning of a shoot. Right. I like to shoot them towards the end of the shoot because we all know each other. We feel more comfortable. There's better chemistry with everyone. You just feel more confident with someone. You have a relationship, but just like any relationship, right? You want to build it and learn and be able to, you know, joke around with each other and feel comfortable with each other. And so I tend to choose to shoot intimate scenes later on in the shoot. With regards to, you know,
here since they've known each other for a while now, I just didn't know if it was the same process for Rapture as you did for Inferno.
No, because not really, a little bit, yes. We filmed, when we filmed in Italy, we shot the intimate scenes in the last week, so that tends to be my preference. Just, you know.
I know.
It gives us just some time to get reacquainted.
And what do you say, when in doubt? When in doubt,
kiss.
When in doubt, kiss. Whenever you feel awkward, kiss. And I love that Tosca lets her scenes breathe.
I say when in doubt, kiss, and take it slowly. I can always take time away. I can't add time.
That's true. Last question for you. You know, I was speaking with Giulio and Melani and about how, you know, fans have seen the movie. They know the books. They kind of know what to expect, you know, when they're watching the film. But, I mean, honestly, Melani and Giulio are so good together. I'm always surprised just seeing their beautiful chemistry unfold on screen. What's something that you can tell the fans that might be like a little bit of like a surprise or something to like look forward to that they may not be expecting?
Ooh, something to look forward to that they're not expecting.
They're probably just expecting it to be... Is it too much of a spoiler?
Well, it's a great one. It has to do with Italy.
Okay.
But I think that the fans will just really love Gabriel in the orphanage.
Oh, that is a good tidbit.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to that scene now. Yeah. Ooh, see, this is why I have to ask, because I want Tosca to give me as much as she can.
Melanie watched and she's like, well, that's going to make every woman's ovaries explode. So,
oh my God. I'm thinking of me watching it with my girlfriends and us being like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was really magical. It was really good. Also, my daughter's in it, so.
Oh, okay, so they are going to do little cameo.
My daughter is,
Oh my God, perfect. Okay, so you have a week and a day left of...
A week and 2 days. 3 days, 4 days.
Week and 3 days left of filming, so are you on schedule? How do you feel about everything?
Again, you know, the crew's been really great, so we've actually been finishing nice and early sometimes. You know, there were a couple days that stressful, of course. We did 2 weddings in one day. That was always difficult.
I can't wait for the weddings.
Yeah, the weddings are great.
Okay.
Really incredible, both of them.
Yes.
But no, overall, it's been really wonderful. I'm so happy with our supporting players that have come on board this picture, and especially the ones here in Atlanta. They're just really, you know, they have it. They are excited to be here. They know their lines. They're getting them right. They're in character. It's really great. So. You know, right now we're doing well. Fingers crossed. I hope I didn't jinx us.
I know. Well, I will let you get back to set. I know that you have to literally go upstairs and do a scene with Melani and Giulio, so I'm going to let you do that to finish the movie for us. But thank you so much for your time today, Tosca. This was honestly an honor. You're one of my favorites. This is my 4th time talking to you, and I'm so happy it was finally in person, honestly.
Yes, likewise. Thank you for coming to visit.
Thank you. I'm honestly having the best time on set. I'm definitely going to be coming back. Thank you so much.